close up.
Okay, I think we're live now, Regina. So we're going to just be sharing some really cool information. So Regina is one of the very first people in the USA to get the OliLife 110 volt P90. So what is that? That is a device that uses terahertz and PEMF. I'm going to quickly show you what it looks like so you can kind of get a visual picture of what the thing looks like. So it looks a little bit like weighing scales, those that measure your fat content, I guess, and you sit and you put your feet on that. In fact, if I whiz through, maybe I can find a picture. I think I just whiz through this. There we go. You can see the feet on it right there. And I think we've got, there we go. We have a picture there. So just so you know what it looks like, that's what it looks like. Okay, so as I say, Regina is one of the very first people in the USA to get her hands on one of these things. And she is no stranger to frequency devices. She's been using terahertz ones and other frequency devices. She's had some great results. She loves them. But when we heard about this and heard the results this was getting in Malaysia, it's been in Asia for quite some time, and we heard it was getting better results than the terahertz ones and so on. Regina wanted one. So I'm going to let her share a story. So actually, Regina, one of the problems that she had, which I'm just going to share a little bit about, but she will expand on, she hurt herself while visiting me in Brazil. How long ago was it, Regina?
A year ago.
A year ago. And what did you do?
How did I hurt myself?
Yeah.
I was walking down the stairs at the hotel that we were staying at, and I kind of twisted my ankle. And I think it was because the ankle that I twisted was the opposite ankle, but I think in me trying to protect the ankle that I twisted walking down the stairs, somehow injured the other ankle, and that ankle has not healed until now.
Okay, but so before we get there, so you use terahertz one, the price one to be specific, which has been great and done a lot of things, but you've had a lot of good results with it. But on your ankle, it just wasn't really touching it, was it? And then
it was temporary relief.
Temporary relief. All right. Then you found another frequency device, a harmonic card, which was a lot better, and that basically worked while you had it on your body. But as soon as you took it off, the pain returned, and you were like, I mean, I saw you trying to get up and down the stairs. You were like an old lady, right? You were kind of crippled. So we both assumed that give it a bit of time, and it'll be fine, right? Only that never happened, right? So no. You've had that pain in your ankle. As I say, when you had the frequency card on you, it was reasonable. As soon as you had the card, put the card down, it was back. Then you got the P90. Tell us what happened. How did it feel first? When you put your feet on that thing, what's the feeling of it?
So when you first turn it on, you feel a little bit of a tingling sensation. And, a lot of people start at the lower setting, which is, you can go from 1 to 10. So I started at 1 and I kept increasing it till I got to 10. And it heats up. It feels like it's hot, but if you touch it, it's not. But your feet and your ankles all the way up to my knee. I don't know about other people, but up to my, just below my knee is warm. And it's not hot. It's just warm. It feels like you're like warming your feet in a warmer, and the tingling.
Right, but there's no heat to touch it. There's no heat on the thing.
No.
And I've heard people getting that warmth all the way up to their chest. Some people get tingling in their fingers.
I had the tingling all the way up my whole body, but the warmth was only up to my knee.
Okay.
But the tingling and the tingling sensation for me continues even after I take my feet off of it.
Okay.
Like I take my feet off of it and I go and I actually spray something in my mouth to help detox me, and I lay down, and because it makes me so sleepy right away. I mean, sleepy.
And so let's just explain a little bit. So what's going on is it's increasing your circulation, That's one of the things it's doing, and that increased circulation. If you've ever had a dead arm, and then you get off your dead, you get this. It's not a pleasant feeling with this though, but you get the blood coming back, and it starts to feel tingly, and if it's depending on how bad, you might get pins and needles, sometimes bad. But as the blood is coming back into places it wasn't, that's kind of what you've got on a milder thing. So you've got that blood is getting to places that it wasn't getting to before, which has a lot of health benefits. It's increasing your oxygen, it's increasing your nutrients, it's flushing your cells better. So you get a detox, which you mentioned. So you're mopping up that toxins with some nanozeolite, whatever. Okay, so how long did it take before your ankle? How many days, weeks? It can't be much more than weeks because you've only had it a few weeks. So how long did it take before it started to, the pain went?
Probably a couple of days, maybe two, maybe two.
Oh,
It wasn't long, but I wanted to say something about something that you said that makes sense to me, because I didn't injure my right ankle at all. I twisted my left ankle. I think guarding my left ankle, somehow I was putting more pressure on my right. But when I looked at my ankle before today, because I looked at it today, and this was a revelation that I had today, it looked like I had a bruise on the inside of my ankle the whole time, from the time I left your house well, I just noticed it today. I looked at my ankle today, and that area that looked like it was bruised, that was black and blue, is gone. My skin color is back to the same beautiful brown that you see here.
That's okay. That you never mentioned that to me before. It's the first
I
I've
just
heard.
noticed it today when I was at the doctor's office with Reggie. I looked at my ankle. I was like, oh my goodness, my bruise is gone.
Wow. So you've had a bruise that whole time for a year. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, something else you've had a problem with, I've known for a long time, and you and Reggie, your husband both, is sleeping, right? So you have problems with sleep, and you've tried everything. And a little while back, you found a supplement that was working better than anything it had up till now, called Dream. We're not going to go into that, but you got this supplement which was an oral strip, and that was really helping you. But tell me about the P90 and sleep and what's going on there.
So when I first got the P90, I didn't know that it was actually helping me with sleep. So I was still taking the strips for on my tongue. And then one night I just decided, I said, I'm gonna see, because I just, every time I got off the P90, I felt sleepy, but I would put a dream in my mouth, so I would think that that's what made me sleep. So one day I said, I'm gonna try to not put a dream and see what happens. And this is the amazing part. I went to sleep. I didn't wake up any during the middle of the night, and I have to say, with the dream, I didn't wake up in the middle of the night, but I had like a little bit of a feeling that I had taken something the night before when I woke up. With the P90, I wake up so refreshed, and I wake up early in the morning, and I go to bed late. I go to bed midnight. I wake up at 5 to start working, and I wake up refreshed. And I can't even, so I can't use the dream during my work. I mean, I keep calling it dream. The what do you call it? The P90 during my work hours, because it makes me sleepy.
Right.
So as soon as I get off work, I do it, and then I do it a couple of hours, like before dinner time, and then before I go to bed, and I
Now,
sleep like
that's
a baby
unusual because you're using it 3 times a day, right?
every
Which,
day.
which just to comment, those people that are familiar with the wand, it's very difficult to do that because you literally have to spend the whole time wanding yourself. You can do nothing else. But with the P90, we could be having this conversation and both of us could be using it and nobody would know. You just have
Right.
your feet on it. It's totally silent. You get on with it. So out of interest, when you're using the P90, are you doing anything? Are you watching TV? Are you reading?
I'm watching TV.
You're watching
I
TV.
try not to be on my phone, because I think that, that might be counterproductive. So,
Right.
but I want to. So I bring my phone, and then when I turn it on and I put my phone down, and then I just watch TV for the 30 minutes that it's on.
Awesome. All right. So I think that's all the key things that you've noticed in your health since you started using it? I'm just curious. I've not asked you this question before. No idea what you're going to say, but I know Reggie's a bit resistant to stuff in general. But he has used it, right? What has he made any comment back? Has he given any feedback at all about how it feels or anything?
Not really. He at first he said he didn't feel anything because he's diabetic and he has
Yeah,
neuropathy in his feet.
yeah,
However, he does now feel the heat because he didn't feel the heat at first, and I was worried. I was like, "Don't put it on 10 if you're not feeling," because I can put it on 10 and I feel that heat and it's hot. And then
right.
I put it on 10 for 15, and then I lower it to 5 for the second 15 minutes. But he has now said that he feels the heat, which is good because now he's feeling in his
That's
feet.
good. They're very good because I mean I really want him to use it consistently because one of the things it really helps with is neuropathy.
Yeah,
So I think if he's consistent with, oh, and all the fact he's feeling the heat now when he didn't at the beginning, that's a good sign.
yeah.
I think that if he's consistent with that, he's going to see some really good results. So I certainly hope so anyway. But anyway, okay, Regina, thank you so much for sharing. Most of the testimonials have come from Malaysia because it's only been so little time in English speaking world, the US, Canada, Europe, UK, and so on. So I appreciate you spending, a few minutes sharing your story with us, and I'm sure we're going to be getting a lot more. I've already hearing other stories coming through. This is the first video one that we've done, so we'll be adding more to it as they come through. But anyway, thank you so much. Was there anything else you wanted to say, or we pretty much covered everything?
I just want to say I absolutely love it. I mean, I look forward to sticking my feet on it for the 30 minutes. It feels so soothing and it's relaxed. I mean, I just feel so emotionally, I feel like at peace when I have my feet on it.
Okay, interesting,
I
interesting.
mean, it really is such a good feeling. It really is. I love it. I absolutely thank you again for something wonderful that you introduced to me to.
I just love doing that introduction, so fantastic. All right, listen, I'm going to close it there. Regina, thank you so much for sharing what's going on with you. I still haven't got mine yet. It's challenging to get into Brazil, so I'm so frustrated that I'm always behind. I find these things and then it takes me longer to get them. But anyway, thank you so much. God bless. Have a great day, and I'm going to close it there. Bye, everyone.
Bye.